One of the challenges of managing a remote team is challenge. That is, distance and cultural differences make it even more uncomfortable to challenge one another's thinking. Ideas and decisions that go unchallenged can lead to mistakes, even to disaster. In some cultures, challenging other people's thinking is contrary to cultural norms. In others, it's very much expected. But distance means that we don't have the strength of relationship, so even where people are normally confident about challenging one another, it can be harder if we are working remote. And this is especially so if there are differences in the level of experience, seniority, or technical expertise. As a result, you'll need to find some effective processes to overcome these difficulties and therefore improve the quality of your problem solving and decision making. My first and most important tip is to avoid the decision maker making it clear what their point of view is early on. Better yet, if you're the decision maker, don't make up your mind until you've heard all the other arguments. If the decision maker remains quiet, it has two big positive consequences. Firstly, when they listen to all of the arguments from different team members before stating their opinion, they are more likely to hear arguments that are contrary to the way they're thinking and be more likely to entertain them and balance them appropriately. As soon as we state a preference, we feel we have to defend it, even if we're in the lead. Secondly, if the person who is going to make the decision gives an indication early on the way they're going to go, it can bias the whole debate. People may hold back from expressing their opposition to this and putting their own position forward because they're afraid of being on the wrong side of the debate. If everyone in the team has no idea how the decision maker is going to decide, they'll feel a lot freer in putting their own individual ideas, and therefore if you are that decision maker, you will hear a much more balanced argument with less bias from people trying to curry favour by arguing for what they think you're going to decide. My second tip is to make challenge routine. In every meeting, ask questions, challenge people about their ideas. Don't attack them, but attack their reasoning, attack the data. Ask people for better evidence or for clearer justifications, and encourage everyone else to do it. The more people do challenge, the easier it seems to get, and therefore it becomes part of the culture of the team to challenge one another in a respectful way, because what we're challenging is one another's ideas and not one another's integrity. You can make this systematic, and my third idea is either to appoint one or two individuals within the team into the role of being the challenger in any one meeting, to ask them, if you like, to be the devil's advocate and to argue against every point of view that is put, to put it to the test, and that's their role. Or a second way of doing this is to have the discussion and then at the end of the discussion move on to another section of the discussion where you invite everyone to challenge each other's points of view. Particularly if there is a prevailing consensus emerging, we ask everyone to challenge that consensus. What if? Where's the evidence? What are the alternatives? That way, in either of these mechanisms, you're again embedding the process of challenge within the very meeting process itself. The final technique is an extreme example of the last one, and it's the idea of a red team. Whatever decision you're going to be discussing, whatever problem you're going to be trying to solve, set up two teams to do it, a prime team and a red team. And pick some of the smartest people into the red team to do the same work but in parallel. Or, better still, the true way of working at the red team is that the prime team develops a solution and then the red team takes it on and tears it apart. And if it can't show that that solution is flawed, if it can't show that the decision that the prime team is recommending is a flawed decision, then you will have enormously more confidence in what the prime team has come up with. In some cultures, challenging senior people, challenging established ideas is not part of the natural way of doing things. But for a team that is trying to be effective and trying to make change and make good decisions, it is vital. And it's one of the really valuable ways where a diverse team can show its strength, because the diverse team is able to make challenges amongst themselves in an effective way. So your role as team leader is to embed a culture of challenge into the wider team culture. Please do give us a thumbs up if you like this video. I'll be creating loads more great management courses content, so please do subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of it. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and in the meantime, keep learning.